premiums. And, you know, I always say this, and you've heard me say it, you know, if you stick around, you'll stay around. You know, most people don't get a chance to stay around because they don't stick around. You know, they're not committed. And your commitment is what's going to be able to make room for you. So just keep on plugging away in spite of what it looks like, because there's a lot to learn. It's just that you have to reach out and grab it. You know, Andre Campbell normally says that God feeds the birds, but he doesn't throw the worms in the nest. You know, and that's a true saying, is that, you know, it's available, but you got to go get it. So great job. I want to give it back to you. Super excited. I know you got some things to, I know you have another call that you got to get ready for like 11 o'clock tonight. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes. Well,
8 o'clock your time, 11 o'clock my time. Okay. So definitely thank you. Guys, listen, Remy said it all. If you're on this call, if you're a guest, great. You know, get back with the person that shared this information with you, you know, and try and find out how can you get started. You know, I told a guy today, you know, listen, if there's a way you could take $10 and don't expect for you to know, but if there's a way you could take $10 and learn a skill $1, and you can learn a skill that you can take it and turn it to $10, and people are doing it. Do you want to know how that's being done? Most people say yes. So I want to definitely, you know, congratulate you, Remy. And let me just say this. We're going to go into a little bit of training, you know, real quick, just to, you know, take a look at some things that I look at in the market, you know, as it relates to trading and how we can be able to get our dollars up. So I won't be before you guys real long. Thank you guys for all your well wishes and your warm thoughts and your kind thoughts toward my family in this this time of bereavement. But I can tell you something. My dad really believed in me, you know, so I know he really was excited about seeing what I was doing on this side. All right, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share. I don't know if you still have the screen share on, Remy.
We do.
Yeah, if you go ahead and hop off real quick. First of all, guys, I want you to go to your chat real quick. It's Greg G. Money White out of South Florida. I want to give it up for our chairman, Andre Campbell. For those that's on the call, Pam Stevenson, thank you for the shirt. You and your husband. You know, I was wondering where that shirt came from. I know you guys are, you know, thinking about it. G Money White on there around the holidays. Thank you guys for, you know, really just being a part. So I definitely want to recognize each and every person who's called. And real quick, if you guys go to your chat, if you guys go to your chat and just light it up real quick with a number 1. Put a number 1 in your chat if you guys want to just, you know, just scroll down real quick and just, hey, Candace, how's everybody doing? If you guys want to just see some things that's going on right now and what I'm looking at and, you know, in the markets and how I utilize it. And I'm just going to bust some bubbles right now. Guys, listen, I know how to trade. You know, I know what I'm looking at because I've been doing it for a while. But most of the stuff that I do, guys, is I rely on the tools in the company, you know, and a little bit of patience and discipline. So the first thing I want to do is I always show this on what I look at and what I keep on and, you know, what I pay for. All right, so I'm going to just really quick, I'm just going to hit a screen share and let me hit here. Okay, this will stop the, okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. All right, guys, I'm going to jump over here and I'm just going to share real quick. Oh, sorry. Let's do this all over again. Okay, bear with me. I'm going to stop this share and just do another share. Okay. So we'll share all. And I'm going to be jumping back between the screens, okay? All right, guys. So really quick, this is one of my prize things that I keep on my hip, which is the Telegram, which is very important. The Telegram, the channel that I focus on the most, I have a lot of channels. There are 2 channels, Gold Cup and the Web Analyzer. But I'm going to focus on the Web Analyzer first because it's it's infused with a whole lot. What I'm going to show you real fast, if you guys have noticed, if you have that channel, if you don't subscribe to it, you'll normally see not just trade ideas. You're going to see stuff like what you see, Web Analyzer Infusion Alert from Sharif. You're going to see things that are coming from, you know, Bailey, Belea, how do you pronounce his name? Now, what I want to show you is why it's so important with these channels, right, guys? Is we're going to come here to the Infusion Trader, and then we'll definitely, I'm going to jump onto the BWALB. But once we come here to the Infusion Trader, guys, look at this. You just scroll here. Your tier 1 is the trade ideas. That's where Andre Campbell's at. I'm definitely rallying to get his name put up here like Brendan Boyd, to where we can just see Andre, because, Andre puts a lot of stuff out. But we have London payout. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to scroll past that, because the alert that I received was from the index infusion trader, which is the power trade. So we're going to click right here. Okay. And once I click here, you'll see to my left. Okay, what you don't want to pay attention to, what you don't want to focus on, is where it says buy on GER 30 around. This is just the software that's generating this section. What you want to do is, let's say, for instance, if you're looking at this, let's just click on it for a moment, right? Okay, this will change that screen to the GER 30, the German 30. Okay, it said buy. I really don't go in here and focus on this. I don't have a lot of time for this particular, generated, the stuff that's generated for the software. But what I do is right here where it says open to trade ideas. This is the idea of Sharif or anyone that's given out. So let's click on this. The same thing with Andre. The only difference compared to what I'm doing, all right, guys, and what I really look at is, you can see here, this is really it just came over. Sharif is thinking about a sell on the gold around 1591 on time frame 1 hour. So it's a potential profits. We can see I take profits. This is what I do. Okay, if I'm on my computer, most of the time I'm on my phone. I'm looking right now, January 27th. This just came over at, let's see, 12:32. Remy, help me out with the time on that. I think it's a military time. 12:32:57. Kel, what time is that? 12:32:57. Military time. Yeah, it's recent. It just came over. All right. Anyway, somebody put it in the chat, whatever time that is. It's recent. It just came over.
My eyes on.
Say again?
I don't have my cheaters on, so someone else give us some good eyes on this.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. We'll scoop past it. It's recently. It just came over because I just got the alert. But let's look at this, right? Okay, so we're talking about a sell on gold. Now here's the beautiful thing about this, guys. Learn how to trade. You can jump into the harmonic scanner. You can jump into the courses, the classes. Great. A lot of you guys, if you have jobs, you don't have a lot of time. Guys, throw a 6 in the chat if you're the person that's on this call and you're working and you miss the trades, you're losing money, and you're trying to find out how to get in the blue, and et cetera, and you're looking and you're saying to yourself, okay, I just can't get it. Everybody else is winning. Guys, it's because of the time. You're working. So you got to be able to use what you can use. So what I would say do is utilize what you have in front of you. Guys, understand this. The trade ideas was not available when I first joined this company. Man, it was very tough. So it's $10 extra, whatever, 20. Have that, so this way you can make money. And when you do get off of work, or when you do have time away from the husband or the wife or the kids, you can literally start learning from some of the recorded stuff. So the reason this is important, because let's say Andre Campbell is sleeping on the trade ideas. You guys are going nuts. You guys are like, wow, come on, man, no trades for the day. And then you start searching and looking for stuff, and you end up getting into stuff because you got money in your account, and you make the wrong idea because of something that you think it's going to happen. Me, what I do is I'm going to come here. Sharif just said it's a sell on gold. Let's dump gold right here. Okay. XAU. All right, so let's take a look at gold real quick. Okay, so this is a 1 hour chart. Let's look at the 15-minute real fast. Okay, so now what he's looking at is a sell on gold at 1591. Let's measure that really fast. All right, 1591. Okay, so this came over. Yeah, hang on, guys. Okay. Okay, so this looks like a sell. This looks like it's going to be a sell limit, guys. So the market right here, if you look at it, what he's expecting for the market once it comes back up here like a teacup, that it'll fall back down. So this is not going to even be ready. But you can see right here, here's an update on the buy. So this is, okay, so when they throw this out, they'll either keep you updated to where if the trade is going to activate or if you want to close it. And you can see this like the sell on the EUR, JPY. This is just the infusion trader. So what I'm going to show you now is that the reason I use this is that if it pans out, if it lights up, if it looks right, I'm going to take it, because if Andre trades are not in the web analyzer, which is the trade ideas right here, let's click on that one. And I know you guys hear this all the time, but I'm just going to go over it a little bit more. Okay, so we already know how Andre trades come out. What I'm going to do is click on the London payout. Okay. So here's another source that I use, and I know that some of you guys see it. Definitely, I know Melissa's on top of this stuff, man. But here's an update for the idea that it was a sell on the pound Aussie. This was an update from Kevin, but he told you to close the trade, break even. It wasn't going anywhere, but he told you the thoughts here. Here's an update for the idea on the sell on gold. Okay, you can see, let's see, time frame. Okay, notes, TP1 hit, put stops at break even. So, if you really focus and put your alerts on, like what I do is I have my alerts on so this way I can hear it, which is very, very important. Typically, I'm looking for it to be able to just, between all of these setups, is to just jump in and grab somebody else's idea with the money that I have in my account. And then when I have time, I go and I look at my own trades. If nothing's panning out, I just look around. So let's do this. I'm going to jump over here really fast to, let's see, to the harmonic scanner. Okay. And what I'm going to show you guys really fast is, the scanner about maybe almost about an hour ago, it called, this was the entry right here. And I took this trade, because I came and I was just browsing around the scanner. I saw the GBP, the shark pattern, and just along with the scanner, you can make a little bit of money. So if you guys, just literally look at some of this stuff, from the tools, and just don't get caught or crossed up to where you're trying to do it all by yourself. You can make a little bit of money, here and there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this really fast with the ruler. Okay. And you'll see just from this alone, well, it's about 22 pips. about 19 pips. 19 pips. So, guys, if you guys are on this call and you're trading, and can any of you guys use an extra 19 pips? Throw number 5 in the chat if that's you. If you could use an extra 19 pips. And I'm going to jump out of here, and let's do this just for the scanner's sake. Let's come here. Let's click on this one here. Same thing. We have an entry. The market move, hit take profit too. All right, I think I see some 5s in the chat real quick. Awesome, Pam Stevenson, and for guys, just use most of this stuff right here, because it's gonna help you. It's gonna help you keep up here to the most recent one. Next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just jump out of here, and what I like the most. And let's look at and then we'll jump into the BYOB, because I love what Tasha's doing, her and Gerald. You can literally just use, that particular system if you wanted to do some trades on your own, and, make sure everything looks right. This looks good too. The GER30 looks like it's going to get ready for a buy in the 1 hour.
I wanted to clarify again, on the web analyzer, we call it, also called the Vibrata.
Vibrata.
When you enroll in this is a product that you can add to your subscription service. It's $21.95 for the base package. People are paying well more than $21.95. We suggest, because you go month to month, you can try it out for 30 days and see, of course, and then sign up for the Telegram, as Greg has shown you, so that you're getting the trade ideas brought to your cell phone. and you're notified. But I wanted to clarify again, that area to the left where he was showing you, those are called trade alerts, right, Greg?
That's
And
right.
that's
Those are,
generated
well,
by the algorithm.
the one that's to the left right now is the trade ideas.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the ideas. But when you, before you get into the ideas, like if we hop over here to the Fusion Trader, if we click that, those are the trade alerts. These blue, this is the trade alerts.
Okay.
But let me just show you guys something, right? If I come here, all right, and I'm gonna just let me move this out of the way real fast. Okay.
Great. I just want you to make that distinction between the trade alerts versus trade ideas that
Absolutely.
have been vetted through our master traders like Andre Campbell.
Absolutely. I'll do that right now. So here's a difference what Remy is talking about, guys. You know, for the team that's out there and the YE and for everybody that's on the call, right? Is let's jump back here and let's just go to Vibrata. We're gonna go to the home page. Once we log into the Vibrata, okay, that sound you heard, that's a trade alert. It's not a trade idea. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna come here to the trade ideas. Matter of fact, on the trade alerts, this is what you'll see, right? Let me just change this to the BYOB. Let's hit save. Let's hit Forex. So if you go into Forex, or if you get a trade alert, this is what you're going to see on the side. Potential sell on the GBP Aussie, right? Let's click on the GBP Aussie. Man, this looks really good. Hang on a second, Remy.
Yeah, yes.
This is catching my attention right now. Guys, let's look at something real quick while we're on this call. Let's go into the 15-minute. Now this is channeling. Let's go into the 5-minute. This is gonna break. Yeah, this is consolidating. We're not gonna touch it. All right, so let's look at the pound Aussie. Ching ching. Oh, this is all right, guys. Listen. Oh, this is a nice. This looks like okay. Let's do a training moment because I know you guys are on, and you're wondering. You're like, okay, well, hey, you know, you guys hear Tasha all the time. But let's look at this right now. Let's look at this right now. I'm going to blow this up a little bit. This is on the 5-minute, right? All right. So this looks like it's getting ready for setup for a nice, you know, you probably catch like 8 or 9 pips out of this. Okay, so we just clicked on the pound from a trade. We just clicked on this chart because we got a trade alert. And that trade alert said sell the pound USD, right? I mean, the pound Aussie. That's this one right here. Okay, even though the trade alert says sell it, we're confirming it with what we know as far as what to use. So let's look to the bottom. We're around here by the 20. You guys see this blue line? It's crossed over the red line and it's in an upward position. You guys agree with that? If you agree with that, put a 7 in the chat. If you agree with that, put a 7 in the chat really quick. If you guys can see this blue line. Okay, so we're going to look at we're going to look at a strategy from a trade alert, and then we'll go back to the trade idea. So whatever you see in the red that says potential sell, that's not the idea. That's a software generated trade alert. That's, you know, giving you a heads up. So let's look here. So we got the blue line crossed over. It's at the 20. What we want to see up here is we want to see this candle that's red. We want to see that turn into a green candle, and we're looking for it to have a flat bottom. Flat bottom like how you see this green one right here, right? That'll be a second confirmation. The third confirmation is we want to see these little dots that's up here. We want to see them flip from being up here and flip to the bottom and start pushing these candles up. When we see the first dot flip from top to bottom, and then we have this candle that completes with a flat bottom that's a green candle, we're going to buy it. It's just that simple. And we'll buy it, and I can tell you guys, when you buy it, we'll put, you know, most of the time they say 10 pips and out, you know, like 10 pips and you cash out. We'll be looking to do something like, let's say if we caught this, we'll probably be looking for about 10 pips. So you'll probably come about right here, which would have, all right, you guys see right here, if this market goes up, it's almost going to repeat and come right back up to this area where it struggled at. And I'll put a line there so you guys can see it. But 10 pips, you can grab 10, 12 pips right here and get out. But it's not ready yet because there's two things that we're waiting for, which is a flat bottom, candle right here, and these these little dots to flip from the top and go to the bottom. And that's what we'll do. We'll go to your phone, you'll go to your trading account, and you'll just go ahead and hit buy. You'll go ahead and hit buy. All right, guys, so that's just one strategy. Let's look at something here, the pound USD. Let's see what's ready. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. 5-minute chart. Hang on, guys.
This is a good example.
Yeah. It's not, it's very low liquidity right now because it's the pound US, so it's not a lot of liquid. Let's look here. All right, it's a pound. Let's go back to the pound Aussie for 1 second. And we're gonna look at the 15-minute window. All right, so on this one right here, on the 15-minute window, I'll give you a perfect example, guys. Okay, so you see right here is where the first blue line crossed over this red line and was pointing down right here. We didn't have a flat bottom, but on your next candle right here, we had a flat bottom. You guys see that flat bottom? If you see that flat bottom on this candle right here, okay, put a number 4 in the chat. If you can see that this candle has a flat bottom. So you have your first confirmation, the blue did cross the red, it was pointing down, and it was around this 80. So if it's around the 80 and you had caught this, and let me tell you guys, become surfers. Just hop on this thing and surf around. You can jump into different, like trade alerts and see if it lines up. Okay, so because now you got to cross, you could have waited for 15, 10 minutes and see if your candle with a flat bottom forms. Your next confirmation was you had a flat bottom candle right here. And after that, these little PSAR darts, they went from the bottom and they flipped to the top. That is an indication that you could have literally took the sale right here on this candle. And you could do this all day. You could have took this sale and grabbed at least, let's see here. You could have grabbed, all you're looking to do is grab your 10 pips anyway. It went all the way down to about 20 pips, but your 10 pips, you'd have got out about right here, which again, would have been pretty much where the market had a little bit of a rejection, right here. So that's it. All I would say, guys, is that, become a surfer, surf this, you look at what's moving. If it's not moving, come back to it. If you have time at home, if you don't, copy the trade ideas from Andre. Pay for let's jump back over here. And I'll just show you my account real quick so you guys can understand where I'm coming from, okay? All right. So let me do this real quick, Remy. Let's go here.
While Greg is flipping over to another screen, just to reiterate, this is the BYOB cash out strategy that he just reviewed with you. If you need information about where to learn more about these 3 confirmations, Tasha Dyer is teaching practically every morning, I believe. We can post that in our Telegram so you know where to plug in. But again, it's those 3 confirmations, right? The blue line crossing the red at the 80 or the 20. And by the way, these are Heikin-Ashi candles, which is unique to this strategy. And then second, the flat candle, the formation of the flat candle in the direction that you want to go. And then, of course, the PSAR flip, those dots flipping around. So we love this strategy because it's very simple. And when you're ready to take a look at something like this, this is a great one to learn with. And like I said,
for them to get more information on it, Remy, is just have them go to CM Profits. And just like if you guys want to go back over what I just go to CM Profits, click on system, go to computer trading right here. And when you go to computer trading, just scroll down. And the first thing that you should see is, let me see here. You should see, here you go, BYB, the rules. This is the rules. Candles, Hakinachis, just look at that. And then scroll down and you'll see some other stuff. But if you want to like see the videos for the BYB, let's go here. You just scroll down a little bit. We got Dr. Kathy, ECC 11, she's a great, great educator. People are winning with that. The advance with Randy Webb. But if you want to really get, let me see here. I think it should be.
I think she was up on top.
She was up on top, right?
She was above the, there you go. Here we are.
Number 1. So you go right here, the Web Analyzer Training, with Tasha Dyer. This is amazing. If you want to download the Freedom Plan, you can. But just go back to cmprofits.com and click on it, watch it, rewind it, and trust me, guys, you'll really catch on. But it's a whole lot that's in there. That's the BYB. But I want to show you this real quick. Let's jump over here. Okay. So you guys can really, get an idea of what it is that I'm talking about. And that's pretty much what I do. I don't go all over the place, and I don't try and become, like a lot of people. I think what happens is they try to become the trader, and you will become the trader over time. But man, just use these tools. This stuff wasn't available when I first came into IM, and just use it. All right, let's go here. Let me see if I can just back out of this thing. All right, let's come here. Let's do this. I'll just exit here. All right, so now I'm in where you have all the products, right? Guys, if you guys can see, I have access because I feel like, man, it's only extra, $20, $21, an extra $10 for me to get a trade to make a $50, $100, or $1,000. Is that worth it to you guys? Don't get caught, saying, well, I'm paying all this money. Trust me, if you use these tools, you can make it. So you got the harmonic scanner right here. I have gold cup, levels, pivots. So if you don't have this, it won't even pop up, in your back office. So, this is the vibrato. If I wanted to go on the gold cups from here, I just click here. It logs me into the gold cup. Once I'm logged in, I just come here. Oops, let's make this a little smaller. Let's close that. All right. Kim Torres is amazing. Patience is a key. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to come up here to where it says strategy. And you can see my US 30 is unlocked. You can see my price trap is unlocked. Gold Rush comes with it, Master Teacups, and the MA Cross. So if I wanted to go into price trap, if I got an alert, I'm just going to change it to price trap. And, if I want to just come over here and say, okay, well, let's see, what's cooking on price trap, right? Okay, let me see here. And we can check it out. All right, so you can see the notes from Christopher, Derek. It's already lined out. All right, so if you guys look at price trap, like let's say if you're not copying, you say, okay, well, let me see what price trap it's offering. US CAD, and I can go and look and say, okay, if price comes right here where you see the market at right now, okay, where you can see this market at, if the price comes and he can spell it out and it breaks this structure, comes back, retest, he's saying to buy it, because it's going to go. If it comes down, breaks this structure, you guys see the structure, which is the aqua outline in this line. If it breaks this, comes back up, retests it, sell it at this price of 131. And if you don't know how to read or, like what he's saying right there, let me just show you what you have to do. You see these little bubbles? Remy, can you see this green bubble and this red bubble right here? Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say just click on that bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Once you click on that bubble, you can see what the entry is. You can see the take profit and you can see the stop loss. So Christopher Derrick made it that simple to where if you're confused about his drawings, or if you really don't understand the charts yet or the market, as long as you know how to open and close, you just click there and he's telling you, hey, get in at 131.96, for the for the buy. And if it doesn't go up and it comes and breaks the structure over here, look at what he's selling you in the red bubble. Hey, entry at 131.74. So he's trapping price. Either way it goes, he's saying whichever way it breaks, you take it. Now, how do you know when to come and look for it? You just come 3 times out of the day. Come in the morning, come in the mid part of the day, and the late and at night. And if it hasn't done anything, get up the next morning and do it. And if you want to put a sell, like a sell stop or sell limit, you can do that as well at that price. The rules are right here that Christopher Derrick for every 100.1. All right, you guys see that? If that's making any sense, I hope I'm not boring you, but if that's making any sense, guys, put a one in the chat really quick for me. It's making any sense, put a 1 in the chat. Awesome. Guys, pay for this stuff, man. It's worth it. Trust me, guys, listen to Greg White. When I first came, this stuff was not here. It was a struggle. Man, it is so much help now. All right, let's do this. Let's jump in. Let's look at something real quick. Let's see what Chris is talking about here. This is beautiful. Here's another trade setup. And if you want to read it, like if you want to look at it right here and say you could see this, if it breaks, retest, buy. If it breaks down, retest, sell. If you want to come and read the notes, he's telling you, hey guys, wait for the break of resistance, which is the ceiling that he's already drew out. He's done the work for you. Wait for the retest, where the price closes above. When the price closes above it, these notes are helping you, plus he's giving you all of it. Twin trades, the whole 9 yards. But if you don't subscribe to Gold Cup and you don't pay the extra, I think $7 or $10 for Price Trap, then guess what? You won't be able to come here and click strategies like me and change it from the Gold Rush to the US 30. Let's look at the US 30, Kim Torres. I haven't gotten an alert yet, so there's nothing that's to trade here. So when there's a trade alert from Kim Torres, it comes right here, which is the Gold Cup alerts. All right, go live. You can see all this information here. Let's click to the bottom. Okay, so this came at 6:22 p.m. New trade alert. This was a master teacup. Now I am guilty of this, guys. I'm gonna log back in. I really don't do the holy the holy pips with the Gold Cup yet, the holy pullback. But I'm looking at getting into it. I can't do everything. But if you want to like mess around with the holy pullback, like on the new trade alert, the master teacups, you just come back here and you change the strategy to the master teacups. That's Losado and holy, the holy pullback. And he only has one trade that's out there. Let's click on it, New Zealand. And let's see here. And then I'll be done. All right, here you go, guys. So it's an inverted, teacup. He's telling you the entry. He's even giving you the entry. You can't even beat that. That's the entry. Guys, you can't stop trying to be the trader and just copy the traders until you become the trader, because it's a process. I've been doing it for a little bit over 3 years. I took it serious a year, almost a year after, and I could just tell you I'm still learning. So use this stuff. This is pretty much what I use all the time. I'm gonna jump back over here, Remy, and we're gonna go ahead and bring this to a close. Let's go back to the BYOB. Just show you again the blue crossed over, and I know we're jumping around. This blue crossed over here. Okay, it's around the 80. We had a flat top, and the market dropped all the way down. We just got an alert on the Euro Aussie to the left, and we'll look at that, and then we'll end this call for the night. I hope you guys, got something out of it. I'm looking forward to being on your call, Remy. Okay, so this is the Australian. It's saying it's a buy, 5 minutes, and it's not ready yet.
And for those of you who are not familiar with accessing the Vibrata, you can go to im.academy and click on login to your back office and click on the shopping cart, and that is where you'll see all of these add-on products that you could try for 30 days. And that is where you're going to see Vibrata. There are some additional types of Vibrata. For example, you can get the London payout for another, I think, $10. Kevin Serrano's trade signals. But you know, if you're interested in the BYOB, I do recommend it. It's a good, easy place for you to begin. And again, I would advise everyone to choose a strategy. You know, choose one and stick with it for a while. You know, don't change every day and say, well, gosh, this doesn't work for me. All right, you got to give it some time, get the education behind it. Like go to cmprofits.com and get that video, or you can Google it and find Tasha Dyer's videos on BYOB. And or just within our own community, you can reach out to others who have studied this method. But notice here in the back office, click on your left column there to shopping cart, and you can find the Vibrata.
Yeah. What Remy's talking about, guys, is you see on the left the menu, shopping cart. Just click on it. It's going to load up, and it's going to take you to where you can go shopping. You can add this stuff. And this is not, we don't get paid for sharing, telling you to buy this. We're just really trying to say, make it easy, make your life a little easier. You know, don't get frustrated when you don't know, because we don't expect you to know. We expect you to know it's available. And if you don't, you know, go and access what's available, then, you know, you're going to be beating your head, you know, trying to become this trader. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it. I know Remy has a call. I hope you guys got some value out of this tonight. Take your time, be patient, stick around. You'll stay around, guys. This is one of the greatest things. And there you go. This is where you can add everything, you know, the money flow, the web analyzer, simple scalper. You know, I already have the other stuff, so that's why I don't have that. And I don't expect you guys to use everything. But I want to say thanks. Thank you for jumping on the call. Definitely want to give it back to you, Remy. I'll let you close this out. You know, I know you got another call to hop on. Guys, get back with the person if you're new and you want to learn how this is. Get back with that person, ask them, how do I get started? And they'll help you. It's only two ways to get started, the right way and the right way. Remy, back to you.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Greg, for sharing your wisdom. You've gone before us, and so we can learn from your mistakes. So we appreciate your candidness in guiding us to the tools that are working for you. Again, to everyone, just stick with it. And give yourself the opportunity to be a student, all right? It's going to take some time, and reach out, plug in. I can't tell you how important that is. Choose to be Lone Ranger. It's going to be harder, all right? So come, we appreciate you coming to these meetings, these trainings. We hope that you got value from it, and we'll see you next week on Money Mondays. Bye.
Last time.
Did you count how many people go?
No, I did not. I'm multitasking.
What I like about this, the airport is
Michelle
so
got a Grammy.
shadow.
Fantastic.
To get my
Pam Stevenson, what's going on, Super?
Hello, Greg. How are you? It's always good to hear you, and so happy you're back with us
the
today.
business I'm in. They do a call, they remind me.
Thanks, Pam. I appreciate it.